'Twas a dangerous cliff, as they freely confessed, though to walk near its crest was so pleasant. But over its terrible edge there had slipped a duke and full many a peasant. So the people said something would have to be done, but their projects did not all tally. Some said, put a fence round the top of the cliff. Some, an ambulance down in the valley. For the cliff is all right if you're careful, they said, and if folks even slip and are dropping, it isn't the slipping that hurts them so much as the shock down below when they're stopping. So day after day, as these mishaps occurred, quick forth with these rescuers sally to pick of the victims who fell off the cliff with their ambulance down in the valley. Then an old man remarked, it's a marvel to me that people give far more attention to repairing results than to stopping the cause when they'd much better aim at prevention. Let us stop it at source all this mischief, cried he. Come neighbors and friends, let us rally. If the cliff we will fence, we might even dispense with the ambulance down in the valley. Oh, he's a fanatic, the others rejoined. Dispense with the ambulance? Never. He'd dispense with all charities, too, if he could. No, no, we'll support them forever. Aren't we picking up folks just as fast as they fall? And shall this man dictate to us? Shall he? Why should people of sense stop to put up a fence when the ambulance works in the valley? Better guide well the young than reclaim them when old, for the voice of true wisdom is calling. To rescue the fallen is good, but 'tis best to prevent other people from falling. Better close up the source of temptation and crime than deliver from dungeon or galley. Better put a strong fence round the top of the cliff than an ambulance down in the valley. The same can apply if we thoughtfully try, when the Lord's law of health we consider. Decisions we make, others debate. Be true to your choices, don't wither. Stand alone if you must, good motives you trust, but all sides of an issue consider. Okay, this was a poem I used to repeat to my students in graduate school a lot, along with a PowerPoint presentation, and I made other applications to it. But, the same application can be applied when you're dealing with, differences of opinion about exercises and whether or not it's actually that important, etc. Or immunizations. We didn't immunize any of our children. Do you think that people were a little astounded with our approach to that issue? We never gave our children antibiotics. We always believed in eating good diets and trying to be as healthy as we could and building the resistance in our body, but that met with a lot of opposition from our friends. We talked about natural childbirth. We had all of our children at home. When it comes to cancer and how we treat cancer, that is something that we deal with as an issue as well, in a different way than many people would. When it comes to heart disease, 1 in 2 people are dying from heart disease. That has required a tremendous change in our diet. I am now a plant-based diet person. I don't eat meat. I don't eat processed oils or sugar. Got rid of dairy and eggs. And if you don't think that there are people out there that wonder about the wisdom of going so far afield from the average opinion, that has caused a lot of different thoughts on the subject. Medical mistakes kill, they're the 3rd largest killer in the United States. And do we trust everything that the medical doctor says, or do we try to branch out and discover for ourselves those things that affect or impact our health? How about diet? Diet is a big one. All of these things and many other subjects are things that are debated by people in a different way. Your thoughts are not the same as other people's thoughts. So the best thing is just consider everything that you do and make the best choices you possibly can.